After Harpoon, I'm going to go up next. Take another shot at the champ. All right, we got Jeffrey McWild. High damage character, got the trademark Splash Mountain. Lots of good grabs, lots of good range on like a handful of good mid pokes. Pretty good Oki game, good low throws.
Round one. Ready, go!
Let's see what we got. Come on! And there's the threat stance, which sometimes comes out by accident. And if you accidentally press guard before picking something, you're just sort of stuck there for a little bit, kind of awkwardly. Wait. That's a low. Oh, what do we got? What do we got? No, that's bad. There we go.
Round two. Ready, go!
Goes under the K. Ooh, nice knee. Nice combo. Another knee. Ooh, he's getting up, crouching. Oh. Ooh, caught the backdash.
Round three. Ready, go!
Okay, Tricky's laughing like a maniac at this point. That's not good. 4 KP, that's going to be a small punish, I think. Hey. Nice low kick.
Round four. Ready, go!
Yeah, evade the big launch. Ooh. Now that little 2-hit string is a combo if you don't delay it, but Tricky did delay it, so it wasn't a combo. Boom. Two. Counter hits all day. Harpoon, you're trying to mash out, but not get it to work. The easiest way to play VF5 is to just download Ultimate Showdown on PS4 and PS5. That's the easiest way. If you don't have a PS4 or PS5 available, then if you have any modern Xbox, you can buy VF5 Final Showdown. It was a 360 digital title, and it works on all the up-to-date Xboxes as well. If you don't have an Xbox or a modern PlayStation, if you do have a PC, you should look into emulation. PS3 emulation is how some of the Virtua Fighter community plays this game still. We don't have an official PC port, but PS3 emulation is working just fine. No issues with the game. The netcode actually works. You can play it. It has a pretty similar experience to Ultimate Showdown, honestly. So those are the best options overall. Boom, boom, boom. We would all love a Steam port of some kind. That would be nice. Let's see. Nice side pressure. When your throw is broken, you're at a side disadvantage of -6. And an evade will get you out of some of the stronger strikes there, but that's why also a circular is very strong there, as Tricky showed. Ooh. That's a setup. That's a big setup. Take that. Go to sleep. Boom. If that counter hits, that's so bad. Side throw, side break. Now, when a throw is broken, generally the person who broke the throw is +6, so they get a chance to run a mix-up of some kind. But if you throw someone side and they break it, you actually still have the advantage, and the aggressor is still +3. The advantage on a throw break is usually +6 plus side advantage for the defender, but there are some exceptions. Side throws are the big one. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait. There we go. That's a Mariner's power. So I don't know a whole lot about the VF lore, but in terms of Jeffrey, he's a fisherman, and he's trying to fish a big shark. That's about it. That's about it. Hey, 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 hey. Oh, stay out, stay out, stay out. Nice. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, hey. Oh, a little too high. TP counter and hits. Here we go. Yeah, VF has lore. It's just the most generic martial arts movie lore ever. Hey, there's an evil organization trying to take over the world. And some martial artists are having a tournament for reasons. Honestly, if you go deeper than that, it's hard to say. The fun fact, though, is Kage has actually won like 2 or 3 of the tournaments. So Kage is like legit the strongest one in the lore or some shit. I don't know like all the details, but yeah, Kage won like 2 or 3 of them. Also, his mom is the boss. Yeah, have fun with that.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Taking you to Splash Mountain. That's 51%. If it happens again, if it happens again, that's it. Oh no! Okay, good. Hey, hey, hey! Out? No, not out. Nice duck. That's it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, Tricky's up 2-1.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Wait. Monkey stuff.
Round 2. Ready, go!
I like ring outs. I like ring outs a lot. For 3D fighters, I think they make a lot of sense because it's like, it's a 3D fighter. If you give up too much space, you just lose. You got to keep the fight in the middle of the screen. Ba-boom. Monkey. Monkey. Monkey! No!
Round 3. Ready, go!
Ah. Okay. Tricky's feeling herself a little bit. Going for the fun monkey stuff. Oh, counter hit. That's a combo starter. The big thing against Eileen is trying to ignore your fear. The moves, the risk reward on a lot of Eileen's moves are not technically in her favor. One good evade or one good like mid will oftentimes like get you a combo or get you a major advantage. There's certain combo starters you want to try and avoid, but outside of those, you want to challenge a lot of what she's doing. And it can be very difficult to do that if you're not familiar with her move list.
Round 2.
Before I came here, I was scared of everything Tricky did, and now I understand it's like, try to challenge some shit. There's definitely room. But you can't hesitate. You got to be ready. Like right there, Tricky did punch, punch into monkey stance. You can just attack the monkey stance. There's no invincibility on that. You just can't hit it with a high. Boom, boom. Nice evade. Evade with punish.
Ready, go!
A little slow on that one. Oh no. Here we go. Do people hate monkey stance? I think in the NYC scene, sure, there's plenty of people who hate monkey stance, but that's because Tricky is one of the few people that's actually taken this character to this like strategic extreme. The thing about Eileen is she kind of has to do this stuff. She doesn't have a choice. If she tries to just play the stand-up VF game, her tools are not there. Like her damage is not, it doesn't exist. So she absolutely has to use this stuff to try and misdirect her opponent. That's the thing. There are some Japanese players who play a pretty good Eileen, but there's just honestly not a lot. I think there's maybe like 5 or 6 really good Eileen players, like total, currently, like on planet Earth. So what you're seeing with Tricky is a lot of really, really good stuff, combined with also a little bit of, you know, feeling herself because she's winning too much. But ultimately, yeah, as far as beating it, it really just comes down to taking the turn, because when she goes into a monkey stance, 99 times out of 100, she's trying to steal a turn. So you just have to be ready with a low or a mid. You just have to be ready with a low or a mid. And if you're not ready, then she gets another turn, and those mids and lows she gets out of the monkey stance are very strong. Out of the various monkey stances, I should say. She's got a lot of them. Boom. Yeah. It's a mid that breaks guard. You gotta evade it or punch parry. It's high? There you go. There you go. It's a high. It's a high that breaks guard. There you go. Oh no! See, like, that's like an example of one of those moves. She has a triple punch string, like that one right there, and she can cancel the second hit into monkey stuff. So if you're thinking, I'm going to hit a button after this second one, then she has other moves that she can go into to hit that button. And that's sort of the basics of Eileen gameplay. She's trying to anticipate when you'll hit her monkey stuff, and she has moves for that. And if she thinks you won't hit her monkey stuff, then she has moves to press the advantage. Oh no, it's bad. That's it. Is that it? All right, all right. I'm up next, bitch. Let's go.
Yeah, juice is up. The juice is loose. Juice is loose. Juice is loose. Juice is loose. Juice is loose.
Go.
Don't fuck her up.
You guys playing tomorrow?
What?
You guys playing tomorrow?
Here? Coming here?
Tacos at Coco, man.
I don't know where that is. I don't go. I eat only vegetable. So I don't know where that shit is.
Well, you remember when you didn't eat vegetables, we used to have tacos.
Yeah, but that was in fucking, that was on 9th Ave.
It doesn't matter. The main one is on 36 and 5th.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's a truck by the Jackie Gleason bus department. When he gets busy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I could take him over there. That's easy, yeah. 36 and 5th? Yeah, I could take him over there.
Tacos El Bronco, 36 and 5th.
Tacos al Bronco? Yeah, I'll do that. Let's do it, baby. We doing the VF again. Who's in the house tonight, Kobe? We got Cruz, we got Hayato, Arigato, we got Juicebox, we got Tricky, we got myself, and we got, of course, the man NYCFurby is in the house over here. You know it.
See, it feels right. We haven't done the VF stream that long.
I know. Well, I haven't been streaming at all for myself. You know, I haven't been even doing shit. Oh, man, shit's been crazy.
After all that crazy, when was the last time you did VF?
I know. But I haven't done shit myself. Yeah, I haven't even run nothing. It's been rough, but things are looking up. I mean, things are looking up. I'm losing my job in June, but things are still looking up. As far as being able to run stuff again, things are looking up for good old Harpoon. Yep, the stages are good as hell in this game. And this is an improvement stage. Ultimate Showdown, this particular version, improved a lot of the stages. Some of the stages, it's like a lateral change, but some of them are really good changes. Like, I really love the way they did Burning House. I love the way they did Brad's stage, the what do you call it, the lit up floor stage. This stage, I think, is pretty cool, too. I like this one a lot.
Round 3.
Oh, we got Ricka Fresh in the building. What up, baby? All right, here we go. Forward throw. Big damage. Juicy's coming through. He's got to get some good damage. Like I said, Tricky's really high seed in this game, probably top in NA, because she just enters everything and wins all the time. But she definitely can bleed. A lot of people are catching up to her. The fact that an old wash-up commentator tournament organizer like myself could get a game or two here and there. Just goes to show that the game is very even. You can absolutely learn this game and do pretty good. It's a wonderful game, honestly. We've been getting a lot of new people actually been playing since EVO Japan. They got to watch the Japanese streams, and they got to see like the game being played at a high level and with, you know, a lot of production value, and also with a lot of people eyes on it. So it was trendy to watch it. So a lot of people started watching it, and now people are coming in. They're starting to learn. And I'm not even going to lie, it's only been a week. A lot of people are picking it up to the point where they're just like, oh, I understand a little bit about this now. You don't get that in a lot of games, especially a 3D game. There's a lot of hidden rules in all these 3D games, all the systems and shit, right? VF is a very system-heavy game. But people really pick up fast. It's a great game to learn, honestly. It's really easy to pick up and learn. It's hard to get really good, but, you know, that's everything, right? You got to put effort. But as far as just picking it up, have a good time, VF is one of the best. Yeah, the tutorials are good as hell. Yeah. They teach you advanced shit. They teach you like the 2 different kinds of fuzzy guard before you even play a match. It's like crazy.
Knockout.
Yeah, it's a great game to pick up. If you got a PlayStation 4, pick that shit up. It's easy, it's cheap. And if you got a PC, it emulates pretty good on our PC S3. The older version, Final Showdown. It doesn't look as good. I would, of course, if you want to play the game and you have a PS4, I do recommend this version because it is the more popular one and it is more beautiful looking. So people want to have it. But yeah, no, if you don't have the PS4, there's options for you. That's one of the misconceptions about it.
Round 4. Ready?
All right, here we go. I already forgot the first win, but that's all right. We'll get it on the results screen. Bing. Neutral throw. Neutral throws in this game are so good. So the thing is, the throw break system, Juice probably explained it to you, but in case you don't know, the throw break system is a guess. It's a 3-way guess, but it's very heavily weighted 1 or 2 ways, right? The idea is you could do a neutral throw. Oh, that's 2 for Juice. All right. You can do a neutral throw, you can do a forward direction throw, and a back direction throw. Tricky picks the evil stage. This is our favorite stage. Supporting the Parsec servers? No, I'm not, but I know that Jed has one. He has like a shadow server. So if you're in the Virtua Fighter Discord, yeah, he has a shadow server. And then I don't know if anybody else is running servers. I stopped because it was costing me like $80 a month. It still costs me a lot of money every month because they have storage on there or something. I don't know what the hell. And I just got to cancel my account.
Round 2.
Yeah, taco stages are sick. Taco stages are really good. It's actually really cool that VF has stages like this. So not only is it super tight, right? So you feel like you're very compressed with the person, but like the openings on the ends actually give you an alternate win condition on the stage. Because if you evade to the side, it looks like it's very long distance to the water, but it's really not. It's actually really close. You can get them almost to the edge with one juggle if you evade something right at the start. Like Juice is going to get her very close to the edge. Oh, but she rolled up. See, she knows. But the idea is, you know, the taco stage is very cool because it gives you alternate pressure situations. But look how far they moved. They barely did anything and they moved all the way to the edge. Nice punish. Yeah, taco stage is really cool. But for some reason, it's Tricky's favorite. Big damage coming in. Nice. That's also not even a hard combo. So that's a really cool one to learn. If you want to play Akira, that's your lightweight combo off of a single palm, which is really good launch. It's a high though, so you got to be careful. But yeah, the throw system, I was saying about it, it's very good because it's a guess, right? But it's definitely a weighted guess. Like for example, if I'm playing against Akira, I'm mostly going to want to break the forward throw because his forward throw can really mess up my character who's heavy. Yeah, there it is. It does a lot of damage, right? If you're a lightweight character, you might also want to break the back throw more because the back throw gives him a free combo. Now on me, I'm not that worried about it, but on Eileen, you're going to be worried about it. But you basically never want to break the neutral throw. So if he does a lot of neutral throws, he gets like some free damage, right? If you can break that neutral throw, it goes to show that you really know what's going on. Yeah, Juice is doing good. Like I said, he's been leveling up hard. He's been playing every single day with Tricky, Denkai, and myself. And, you know, I'm not the biggest dog in the world, but the other two guys definitely are. So between the three of us, I think we've been giving him a lot of pressure and giving him a lot of learning opportunities. Yeah, you can buffer a direction, but the thing is, you don't actually break two. You can't really. It seems like you can, but the last one that you input is the one that you break. So if, for example, you're holding P and G, but it's easy to break the throw because all you have to do is hold the direction and the P and G at the same time. And you have to hold them, and then that's all that you need. You don't need to push it at the same time. But if you, for example, are holding P and G to break neutral, and then you push forward after the grab like touches you or whatever, you're only breaking forward. It seems like you're breaking them both, but you're actually only breaking forward.
Knockout. Round 4.
In the older VF games, you used to be able to break more than one direction, but there were 5 directions, up to 5. Up to 6 directions, sorry. And depending on the character. And also, you used to be able, you could only do it by pressing when you were getting thrown, so you had to buffer all of them in all at once. So it became like very cool to like be able to break lots of different throws, right, at the same time, to multiple throw escape. It felt good, right? But the thing is also, a lot of people here, that's all that they thought of it. But in Japan, they started realizing if you're doing multi-throw buffer to break your throw escape, to break more than one throw, all they have to do is launch you. Your character will start doing a throw and you can't block it. So this has been a more defensive change. The lazy throw escape. Oh yeah, we're going back to stage. He learned his lesson. Shrine is good against her. Temple is good against her. It was not. I don't think it was possible to break all 6. And if you could break all 6, you were making a big mistake. Because the idea is, in America, people would think that was really cool. But in Japan, they'd laugh at you. Because you work really hard to break all the throws. And the minute they saw you going ding on your hands, right? Or heard you clicking that shit on the stick, they just launch you the next time that they put you in a throw situation. You're -10, they just launch. Because if you do that, you literally cannot block. You can't break 6 throws and block at the same time. You can't even break, I think, 4. If you're super fast, you could break 3. Super fast. Like, you have to be one of the best. Most people just broke 2. So the idea is that, in a lot of ways, this throw system kind of works out to being, throws are basically about as successful as they used to be, and defending is a little stronger, because in the past, defending used to be very weak. So as a result, they up the damage. Because if you play like VF4, the damage is very low compared, like, what do you call it? Juggle damage in VF4 is lower than this. Like, you're not getting half-life combos on the regular, unless maybe you get a counter hit big launch, like not like a regular counter hit launch, like a huge launch, you know? But in this game, the damage is really high because defending is very strong. So it's a bit of a change. But again, it's not a bit of a change for you guys, because if you're getting into the system now, into the game now, that's the way it works, right? And it's worked like that for like 10 years plus. So we're only talking about like the really old heads who played this shit in like 2001. He didn't try to do anything. So that kind of flip that she does, there's a lot of different ways around it, but they all require commitment. VF is a very commitment-heavy game. You're going to see that a lot. Every time, basically, that you get blocked or get hit by something big and you are very minus, you have to commit. Even blocking is a commit, right? Because if you block, you can't hit them out of the throw, right? You have to try and break the throw. And it's much better to try and hit them out of the throw, because you get a reward. Not only do you not get thrown, but they also get launched, right? So you really want to commit as much as you can. And one of the ways to beat that flip is through committing to pushing an attack. If you're waiting for the flip to come out and you push jab, you could float her and then you could get a full-ass combo. Nice. There you go. That's kind of one of the things that you could float her with.
Round 3. Ready, go!
Nice. Oh, yeah. See, he tried to commit to the throw there, but he got hit out. Remember, throws in this game are very unique. There's not a lot of games. There's a couple that do throws the same way. I know Tough Love Arena does it, and I think DOA does it too, where you cannot throw an attack, right? But VF originated that whole thing. The idea is if you get thrown, the best way to beat the throw is not to break the throw. It's to just attack through the throw. Because then you don't even have to worry about what direction they break. And that incentivizes at the same time, it incentivizes the offensive character to use counter hit launchers or to use moves that are really good on counter hit, give you really good frame advantage on counter hit, instead of just punch, punch, punch all day long, right? So in a lot of ways, this is how you get to that next level. In the beginning, you might see people just doing like crouch jab all day long, right? Crouch jab is a really good pressure interrupting tool. It's pretty good to get a little frame advantage if you get hit, and if you get blocked, is really safe, right? So it's pretty good, but it's never going to give you a good reward. So at the upper level, when you get past that, you're not going to be doing the crouch jab in situations where you're minus and you're trying to beat the throw. You're going to be doing like a launch or something else, right?
Round 3. Ready, go!
Early on, you might get a lot of success doing this fast little like 2Ps and stuff when you feel like there's time to do it. But these guys, you'll notice that they don't 2P to beat throw attempts. They mostly beat 2P to alter timing, or they 2P to try and crush pressure, or they 2P to start pressure on their own. Nice. That was so sick. Just all elbows all day long. Tricky got a block, and she does not like to block. She hates blocking. Nice duck and good punish too. Oh no, that was off axis. You got to do a slightly different combo for that. Because she spins around with the kick, you hit her and she's off axis. So you have to do a modified combo. Oh, you didn't need to modify the combo there, but it's fine. She's one hit away. She would have been one hit away anyway. 2P, 2P, and then elbow. That's great.
Round 5.
Perfect Legend in the chat. What up, baby? All right, here we go. Oh, nice. No punish, though. How's it online? It's all right. It's not great, but, I mean, nothing really is. It's about, depending on whether or not you're playing somebody close to you, it's about as good as Tekken, but, like, Tekken, I think, is better if you're playing further away. If you're playing close by, I think they're pretty much even.
Round 1. Ready, go!
But VF actually works out pretty good, even with not that good netcode, because of the fact that there's a buffer frame window in it that's really big. You get a 10-frame buffer in this game. Actually, I think it may even be 12 in FS in this version, Final Showdown / Ultimate Showdown. But we've always assumed it was 10, just based on the fact that it was 10 in the version before. And I think it still is 10. But 10 frames is a lot, so you can put, you are expected to buffer everything. Like that throw was clearly buffered because it came out immediately. So you basically get frame perfect input, even with like pretty laggy connection, as long as you're buffering at the right time, which that could take a little while to learn, but you really should do it. And it kind of allows you to get around like online. But online is online. It's always not that great, you know. Only game I ever had like a good online experience in was Garou Market of Wolves. I thought that was really good netcode. Oh, Sam Show 5 Special also had really good netcode. But other than that, I mean, like, it's all trash anyway, so. Oh, nice. Delay throw. So delaying the throw there is really sick because even though your side turn, if they delay the throw and you hold guard, you'll turn to face them. So it's neutral throw. Side throw is usually very easy to break because you just look at your character. If your character's back is facing you, you want to push forward. If your character's front is facing you, you want to push back. And that's it. That's every throw break, right? From the side. But what Tricky did there was delay, neutral, and there was basically an unbreakable throw because if Juicebox is holding the correct throw direction, he's going to force himself to turn, and then he's going to get caught by the neutral throw. Oh, KOF 15 has good netcode? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really play much online right now still. I think the most stuff that I play online is like Fightcade stuff, but even that is like, people say Fightcade is the shit, but like, come on. It's still online. Yeah, in general, online is online, so don't expect too much from it, but it's good. Because of the buffer window, it's pretty good. And you gotta be close to the guy, but that's everything. I mean, you should never be looking to play a guy like across the country from you anyway, in any game. Obviously, you can do it if you have like great rollback netcode or whatever. You know, you can do that shit, but like, even then, you're gonna feel it. People say they won't feel it. I think that they're just trying to hype up everything. And I understand why. You know, it's political. You want to make sure people develop with rollback in the future, but it definitely is not that good still. Yeah, Perfect Legend, you can, definitely. I mean, but you got to play the emulated version. It'll work on, what do you call it? It'll work on RPCN and RPCS3, right? So I heard you guys were already playing, what do you call it with it? Tekken Tag 2. Is anybody up? Yo, hi, you're up.
I'm up. I want to be up.
Ranked on RPC3? No. But ranked is for fucking scrubs anyway. Actually, no, I don't know. You guys might think differently because in other games, I guess people respect it more. But all the guys that win tournaments in this game barely ever play ranked. Although they do play it. I mean, everybody's like Tiger Claw or whatever now at this point because the game is out long enough. Knowledge checker experience? Yeah, definitely. But that's not really, I mean, well, I guess rank does that, but if you're playing a bunch of guys that don't know what they're doing, you know, you're never going to learn nothing. You gotta hit people up. But that's the same for every game. Like you play like Johnny Donuts Guile in Street Fighter, you're not going to learn how to play against Guile. All right, let's see. So we got Hayato on the left side.
Round one.
Yeah, the animations is sick, yeah. That is something that's sick. But yeah, no, there's a huge amount of character variety in players right now. We got competitive Blaze players. We got competitive Eileen players that you're seeing right now. One of the best players in the country right now is playing Eileen. That's Tricky. She's one of the best in the country. We got great Akira representatives, of course. Wolf, Go. We have some really good Go's. We have some good late fade players. VF Numbers. He streams all the time, too. We have Jeffrey. There's a ton of Jeffrey. Myself, Adam Yuki is one of the best players in the country as well. And he plays Jeffrey. So there's a ton of representation on characters. Taka, Shidosha plays Taka. You know, a ton of guys play. So every character that you want, somebody plays them. Aoi, Tenguman plays Aoi. He's really good right now. And there's some old Aoi players that come out of the woodworks every once in a while, and they're really strong. So every character, basically.
Round
Yeah, Tricky's sick. Yeah, Tricky's been good for like 3 or 4 years. Been like a top player. Before that, she was up there, but you know, she was like mid-level. Now she's like really top. Yeah, the game looks sick. That's the thing. Oh wow, she actually broke. I can't believe she broke that throw. Her biggest weakness is breaking throws. But she did it. Yeah! What the fuck, Haya? Haya's going nuts again. Oh, yeah, you guys, if you weren't around the last Haya match, I was talking about this. It's important to have a Hayato in your scene. You need Haya by you. You need somebody like this guy. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because if you ever saw anybody complaining, oh, I was at the tournament, but the guy's homies were behind him and they were yelling and screaming and it was really loud and I got distracted. You're never going to see a New York player. A New York VF player is never going to be distracted by shit at a tournament because we play with this guy.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Yeah, good. You should. Good. I'm glad you did that to Super Akuma. You should do that to every motherfucker. Because if they don't know how to behave at a tournament, which, by the way to behave at a tournament is to cover your fucking ears. If they don't know how to do it, then they're not strong. I don't give a shit how good they are at the game. You're not a good tournament player if you don't know how to tune people out. People act like tournaments is like, oh, it's the best. I'm the best at pushing the button. No, motherfucker. That's why people get DQ'd, because they're late. If I beat you because I showed up and you didn't, you suck at a tournament, and I win. How is it so hard for people to understand this kind of shit? Anyway, that's like VF mentality. It's very old man. But that's really it. Yeah, I run a lot of tournaments, and I always tell people that shit. If they don't show up on time, I say to the other guy, because people actually say, like, oh, I wish I didn't win on a DQ. I wish I didn't win on a DQ. And I tell them, no, fuck that. You beat him. You beat him hard. He couldn't even show up. Yeah, exactly. Oh, see, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up, Mystic Namja. That's fucked up right there. You know what that is? That's Cali shit. Not for nothing. That's Cali shit. Because NYC, if you don't show up on time, you're as good as dead, right? But in California, everybody's late to everything because all they do is smoke weed and sit on the beach. So everybody's used to it, right? So in Cali, you could be late to your own funeral in Cali and nobody's gonna give you shit.
Round 2.
That's just Cali shit.
Go!
Over here, you gotta smoke weed on the train over, bro. That's it. If you can't do that, you can't get it in. That's what I'm telling you. You gotta watch out. It depends on the culture. In Cali, you could do whatever you want. I don't know too much about it. I don't travel out there or nothing. I'm afraid of airplanes and all that shit. But I do know enough guys from Cali to know I know the vibe over there. And it definitely, when they come over here to like play with us, you gotta expect. We had some of them West Coast guys come out for Defender North last year. And one guy didn't register until an hour before the tournament. And I was like, oh, shit. I got to get you in. I had to be running over to Andy to be like, we got to get this guy in.
Round 1.
Damn, I love this stage. This stage, I feel like I love more in the older version, Final Showdown, because this stage looked like Windows XP background, and I used to love that. I used to call it the Windows XP stage. But I like the music a lot for this one, in this version.
Round 2. Ready, go! Knockout!
Nice. Now there's where you could use a 2P over there. You want to call something out real fast and you got no life, use that shit. We got chilling at the beautiful Brooklyn Games and Arcade out here in beautiful Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Come by anytime. We love it over here. All New York arcades need supporting, guys. I don't care that we got a big arcade scene over here. Go to any of them. Go to Next Level, go to Red Parry, go all over the place. We don't want to lose this kind of shit, guys. That's right. Oh, it's 4. Tricky always does this to me. She wins too fast. I can't always pick it up.
Ready, go!
What are you going to do? But yeah, guys, you got any kind of local by you got to fucking take care of that shit. That's your baby. Nice. That was a good combo. That had a just frame in there. Just frames are in VF2, and they tend to actually be pretty challenging. Usually, just frames are actually really hard in VF because a lot of just frames change based on how far away you are from them when you hit. And then the other thing that's hard with just frames is that a lot of them are done in juggle combos. And if you do a just frame in a juggle combo, their juggle height changes when the move hits, and it changes when you have to push the button. In general, you have more than one frame. It's not just frame like, oh, it's 1 frame, blah, blah, blah. I think it's 2 usually for most of them. Could be up to 3. But the fact that you're hitting them at different times is actually pretty hard. It's challenging. Some characters like Akira, where they have to do the from crouch 6PP, that's actually pretty difficult to get the timing if they're juggled, right? Because it's a totally different timing than if you just do it while they're standing. Oh, she broke it! Oh my God, she's feeling herself so hard. Oh my God. Oh my God. She is feeling herself too much. Fuck this. She took Street Overlord tonight. She felt too hard. She's feeling it too much. All right. Oh, it's me. It's me. FGCOS. FGCOS. Is that your Joy cup?
That's probably my Joy cup.
Get it. You gotta drink, baby. You gotta drink it up. Drink it up before you go. Oh, it's 0 to 5? Never mind.
All right, this is Juice again. What up, what up? I'm real sad I couldn't put Tricky away. God damn, I was up like 3-0. Fuck. All right, no worries. Harpooneer is next, then I get another shot. Yeah, Tricky's dominating right now. We all need help in the Eileen matchup, so is what it is.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Also, the longer we play, the smarter she's getting. Because this is similar to Tekken. Like, there's sort of like a short set tier list and a long set tier list, if you know what I mean. And Akira is considered pretty good, but he has some like moveset issues, like where he has to use some very limited tools to do some general things. And it's hard for him to just like make raw guesses with some of his moves, and he has to like make a more specific timing-based read sometimes. Whereas Eileen is very good in short sets and gets worse and worse as the sets go on. Like if you can get good reads on how they like to act and so on. I remember like there was a time in Tekken 7 where it's like, oh, like Leo's really good. Leo's like top tier. but it was like in a long set sort of a situation. But that was a long time ago. That probably was like before the final season of DLC and all sorts of stuff. But oh no, 1, 2, nice. Hey. But at the end of the day, we all got to get better. Tricky's kicking our ass, so we got to get better. That's how it is. Let's hope Harpoon can get a couple games in here. Boom. Nice headbutt. Plus, nice, counter hit. +3, counter hit. Oh, whiff. Nope. Oh, boom. That's it. Nice. 1-0. When.
Round 1. Ready, go! Knockout. Round 2. Ready, go!
We got the monkey stuff. Technically, that backflip can be like punished by a few things, but you have to really chase it. Some characters have a move that makes that punish a bit easier.
Round 3. Ready, go!
There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, big knee. Oh, not quite. Oh, nice defense from Tricky. Oh, no. No! Close, close. Couldn't put it away, though. Come on. Oh, he missed that. That little grab right there, you can actually grab them even on block and get a combo. But he mistimed it. -8. Ooh! We're all shit at punishing this character! Yep.
Go. Get out. Go. Get out. 14, maybe 15. That was 15. Fuck off.
Round 1. Ready, go!
A lot of low kicks are punishable on their own, but it's not a very common situation, so it's very awkward to punish sometimes. Block punishment in general is something that takes quite a bit to actually nail down in this game. Considering a lot of your mental power is on the situations, you don't want to necessarily have to anticipate a move in order to block punish it, because that limits your playability. But it happens with a lot of us sometimes. It's happening with me a lot. I'm like seeing a Zenk flip, and I know I should duck it, but then the next step of launching it isn't quite happening for me. Just have to keep doing it. Oh, nice evade. Out of there.
Round 3. Ready, go!
That's the side. Dash into throw. Uh-oh. Oh, no! Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Eileen is very good at ring outs on these chest high walls. Punish. Hey, yep, see. Almost. That's a really good throw from Jeffrey. He picks you up, and then you can choose where to throw them, any of the 4 directions. If you throw them, it's possible to throw them over a wall and ring them out, or to throw them into the wall and get a wall combo. But he was just at the wrong spot to get a maximum conversion off it. Jump kicks. So those kicks are mid. There's 3 of them. Once you just block them, Tricky is about -8 or so, and you get your Nitaku. Boom, boom. So probably one of the major concepts in VF that you want to try and keep in mind, although it obviously can be hard if it's the first time you're seeing the game. But there's a concept of Nitaku. Ni is 2 and Taku is choice. But basically, if your opponent is -6, close to you and standing, then they can't avoid a throw unless they attack. That's the long and short of it. If you're -5 or better, there's a lot of ways of avoiding throws, and you don't have to attack through it. But if you're -6 to -9, if you want to not get thrown, like if you don't want to have to deal with that 3-way throw guess, then you have to attack. But obviously, you're attacking at a big disadvantage. So every time you are between -6 to -9 in your opponent's face in throw range, we call that Nitaku. And the idea is you want to know as often as possible how often you have that +6 to +9 guess, because those are the situations where you can really force your opponent to use specific defensive options. They still have a lot of options. They can still guess right. Like, it doesn't mean they're guaranteed to be in a terrible position, but it's the best spot for you to actually get a throw or a counter hit mid to work. So those are the best situations to try and take advantage of, if at all possible. A lot of good moves, a lot of counter hit combo starters. They're like -6 on block, and that's for a very specific reason. Ayo.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Nice. Oh, getting the mids. But what'll happen sometimes is you'll know that a move is like -7 or -8 or something, but the string isn't over, so you're not sure if you want to keep blocking or not. Uh-oh. She did? She did? Yep. Nice pickup. Nice pickup.
Round 5. Ready, go!
Boom. Hey, hey. Oh, didn't quick rise. Had to take that little bit of extra damage. Boom, boom, boom. At the side. Oh, very good. We're all tied up. 2-2. Oh, whoops. Sorry, it's the choice. It's 3-3.
Round 2. Ready, go! Excellent. Round 3. Ready, go!
Nice low. Oh, there it is. Take that. Go to sleep.
Knockout. Round 4. Ready, go!
Mid. Yep, nice evade. See, like after those triple kicks, Eileen is considered in Nitaku, and she doesn't have any choices. But evading only takes a single frame, or I should say it's instant. So if you do attack with a mid, they can still sidestep it. And you would beat that by throwing. But, you know, if you throw and they attack again, then your throw gets beaten. There's always choices. There's pretty much no such, there's almost no such thing as a guaranteed situation in VF. At least not one that easily presents itself to you. There's like certain evades will give you a guaranteed punish, but only if you, there's a lot of stuff where it's only guaranteed if you react fast enough, or only like if you take their back, sort of a thing. Hey. Oh no, big whiff. Big whiff.
Round 1. Ready, go!
Yeah, boom, boom. VF4! That's plus, yep. Punish. Hey, there we go.
Round 2. Ready, go!
Oh, got it. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, not quite. Monkey stuff. There we go. Now you can't double evade it. You just gotta like let it whiff. Oy.
Ready, go!
Hey, hey, hey. Nice counter hit. Whee! Nice guess. Punish. Hey, very good.
Round 4. Ready, go!
Boom, boom. Nice pickup. Hey, hey. No.
Round 5. Ready, go!
All right, Tricky's got this going. She's gonna put him away. Harpoon, you're gonna make it another couple of games. Let's see. Oh, nice evade. Oh, yep. Better to get hit. Better to get hit. That's less damage in the combo. Oh, that's the wall. That's the wall. Yeah, let's go. S5. All right, I'm in. All right. Let's try again.
Oh, actually, no. I want to have one of these. Like, I want to have one of these. Get your ready. Victoria? Let's
It's already deleted, so she's my capture card.
That's it, baby.
And it's already deleted, but that's gonna be 120.
Let's go. Harpoon so tall, his head's off the camera. Nah. Yeah. No, Tricky is strong. You guys got to remember, Tricky's actually one of the top in the country. This is very difficult to beat her. It's a big part of like I'll play pretty like people will watch me playing Tricky and then they like go like, oh yeah, well Tricky's really strong, whatever. But a lot of players around here that don't look so good because they fight Tricky all the time, they go anywhere else and it's like a wrap. That's really the truth. You have to come out here. Like Juice, that first couple of days, Juice was getting rocked by Tricky, but now Juice is adapted very strong, and he's a really good player. You got to come out. You got to play. You got to play her. And Denkai too. Denkai's been leveling us all up. Honestly, I'm playing out of my mind considering the way I used to. I'm playing so much better this week because I was playing Denkai a lot. I played him like 40 games the first night, and then the other, or 35 or something like that, and then the other night I played him like a couple of first of 10 sets. It really helps you. It levels you up a lot. And Sonic All-Stars Racing is in here long enough. He was watching us fucking 10 years ago. So you know I barely ever used to play Denkai because he was a little more, you know, he didn't used to like to play with people who wasn't winning. He would be like, oh no, I'm too big for you. Like he'd Hollywood you. So it means a lot to be able to play him. It really does. It levels you up hard. You gotta play with guys this good. Yeah, you never used to see Denkai on the stream. It's true, because he would play off stream with Rodney the whole time because they don't like rotating out, and they would just play each other all night, and that was it. Yeah, it's crazy actually when you think about it. We had like the top talent outside of Japan in VF in the building, and they wouldn't get streamed. But now it's like totally different story. They want to be on the stream now. I mean, they humbled up a little bit. I'll say even Denkai humbled up a bit. I almost feel like that's sacrilegious to say, but he did. But yeah, you're essentially watching one of the people to beat in this country if you want to be successful. So definitely take notes if you're picking the game up. Honestly, I play Tricky a lot, but it's harder to level up against her than it is against Denkai because Denkai plays more. He plays like a more VF character. Like she doesn't really. A lot of the Eileen stuff is very Eileen specific. So even though I'm I'm really good against other Eileens that aren't Tricky. I basically know the character really well because I play huge amounts of sets with Tricky. But it doesn't help as much. It's really good to play like a guy like Denkai who plays a very VF style. And also he plays like a million characters too. I was playing his Kage, I was playing his Shun, and his Jackie as well. I like playing his Jackie the most because his Jackie is really good. And you really like when you start figuring out what's actually happening in the match because it's happening so fast. If you can start adapting to it while it's happening, you know that you made a huge improvement. Like it's obvious to you, immediate. VF is a fantastic game for that kind of thing. It really is. Because it's never like, oh, is the property of this move maybe because his ducking low kick is like this, or maybe because his like whatever is like that. You don't have to think about questions like that. You just have to say what happened, you know? And you can understand it. If you understand the system well enough, you'll understand every interaction that occurs on the screen. The only times it's kind of weird is like those weird hitbox things, but like when they fly over each other or whatever. But even then, you play long enough, you start getting used to that kind of stuff too. Oh, I love the music on this one too. This one's really hype. This is like some DDR shit, actually. Shun's got the best hitbox? Yeah. Even playing against Shun's hitbox and stuff is still preferable for me to playing against Eileen. Because a lot of his stuff is very like stance-based. and like drinks based, right? So I can understand that better. But with her, the cancel points and stuff, it's very hard for me to understand. It's like a 2D game almost. So sometimes I'll be playing her and I'm like, what the hell? So it doesn't translate so well when I'm playing other matches. Really nice combo from Juice. He adapted to the fact that that was an aerial launch. So the distance scaling was a lot different. Can't do the regular combo. She would have won too far. Nice. Yeah, geez, this fucking song is sick. This is like a baller track. I love this. But yeah, I definitely prefer fighting Shun to fighting Eileen. Even though even though I know that he's like very difficult, and a lot of times I can't hit him out of this or hit him in this position, or I have to like use unoptimal stuff because his legs are so small. I feel like defending against him is a lot easier. Like that side turn stuff that Tricky can do is really rough. You have to either commit to taking half life or just eating a million block stuns and getting pushed to the edge. Because the high circular that she likes to do, she got it to a point where you only have 2 parts where you can try and interrupt. You have to use a low if you're side turn. You can't evade there, I don't think. Actually, you might be able to evade at a certain point after the spin. So I'll have to try that next time we play. But yeah, like I said, like stuff like that is just like, it's so character specific and it's so different. Like Jackie, right? If Jackie gets you side turn, you know that you might have to eat damage, right? Because he has mid-low strings, which the low is guaranteed on side turn, even if you block the mid. I understand that. But that's easy, because all I have to do is just say, okay, I'm going to eat damage here. If I defend optimally, I'm probably going to eat some damage. But against her, there's like a million things that's going to happen in side turn, right? It's totally different. So she just has like a lot of knowledge check stuff that even though I'm very familiar with the character from playing Tricky so much, there are so many of them that it's very hard to react to them. Which is why eventually you just have to get good at committing. Like I was saying the last time that I was on a mic, committing is super important in VF. So like honestly, the trick is don't look at the screen. Don't wait to see what she's doing. Just assume it's going to be one of the things that you know the answer to and put that answer out there and hopefully it works. And if it doesn't work, them's the breaks. If you waited, it wasn't going to work no matter what. That's the way VF works, you know? It's actually one of the best things about it, is that you really never are in a situation where you're like, I have no option. You always do have an option, but sometimes that option is you have to do, like right there, he got hit. But he committed, so if he did it right, he would have got a reward. That's the trick. Zank is one of the hardest things to deal with too. Because you want to react to it, but you really actually should just hit her out of the air. You can't really, you can fuzzy it, but you should honestly just be looking for it and just hit her out of the air. Because you get enough time. It's a different story if she like counter hits you first and then goes into it, you may not have enough time. But most of the time, it's going to be a block mix-up. So most of the time, you have plenty of time. Maybe it wasn't holding forward. One of the other cool things about VF is that your jab, and for some characters, they're high kick as well, they're regular kick. If you hold 6, as in hold forward, they move really far, like almost the character distance, and it takes the same amount of frames. It doesn't increase the amount of time that it takes to execute the move. They just move forward and do the attack. And that's really sick because not every game has stuff like that. A lot of the 3D games started adding that in, but like VF always used to have it like that. So VF players are very used to the idea that I should be holding forward to punish. And she's out. Yeah, she's out. She's pissed. Damn, she's pissed. She's pissed. She fucked up. She's trying to do the fucking splits on him. She's trying to do the splits. What do you think, it's me? You can't do the splits on Juicebox. You can do the splits on me. That's right, I'm popping him. If I can make him laugh, I'm feeling good. I pop Tricky all the time. It's easy. It's easy. She, you know, honestly, I talk a lot of shit about Tricky, but you know I love Tricky because everything I say she laughs at. She thinks I'm hilarious. So I love Tricky. She's great. But you know, with Juice, I gotta work a little hard. He's discerning. He's a discerning comedian enjoyer. No punish. Tricky's a little shaken. That's a pretty easy punish usually. Nice. I like that. Oh, I really like the song on this one too. Yeah, the music actually kicks ass in Ultimate Showdown. It's really good. I think it got added to Spotify recently. I don't have Spotify, but I gotta like figure out how to do it so I can listen to this shit while I'm working out. Forward throw, big damage. I love that forward throw, by the way. This is the thing about Akira too. If you guys play a lot of fighting games, right? Everybody always hates the top tier, right? You're like, fuck, man, I hate top tier. Top tier's too good. So Akira's top tier in this game. He's the best character. Tier list is not super important in VF, but he's so good that a lot of people will talk about him being top tier, even though this is a game where you really don't need to focus on that. That being said, Akira looks so fucking cool, and all his combos are so cool looking. Like, look at that combo, right? Nobody complains. Like, people love it. They always get hyped for it. He's the sickest motherfucker in the room. Always. And then even the costumes always look good. He looks clean as hell. And that's a default costume, and he looks good. Yeah, the Bajikwan style. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Ryu was never S tier. But like 3D games, a lot of times 3D games, the main character is S tier, right? Like Kazuya is S tier in Tekken, right? I don't know much about Tekken, so if I'm talking out of turn, you guys could correct me. I don't know anything about it really. Aside from just fucking around with it a little bit, I don't know much. But he's like S tier as well, right? So like, I think that in 3D games, like the main guy is usually like S tier, you know? Like Soul Calibur, Mitsurugi, and Siegfried are always pretty good, I think. So like, you know. What up, Emperor Pain? Yeah. All the 3D games, that's kind of like a thing. So like for Akira, of course he's like good, because it's a 3D game and he's the main guy. But he looks so sick, and those combos like that, oh my god, it looks so cool. You know what I mean? Like, nobody ever complains. People complain about fighting him, but nobody complains about watching him. He looks so sick. Ding, dong, dong. Oh, I fucking love that combo. That double palm at the end. And Akira's kind of challenging, too. People will complain, people will say that he's like so hard, he's really hard to play. He's not really hard to play. VF is actually a really easy game to execute in because there's a 10-frame buffer window and like there's only 3 buttons. So it's really not hard. Just frames are maybe the hardest thing you can do in this game, and Akira has a lot of them, so that's why he's considered hard. But even his just frames are not that bad, outside of doing some juggle combos. But he does have challenging, he has the most challenging execution in these games, so you do appreciate it. When you see like a good Akira executing, it is good. And it is sick. Want to get into VF soon? How guess heavy? Extremely guess heavy compared to Street Fighter. Basically every interaction should be you making a read. So in Street Fighter, right, a lot of it is you looking at the screen, right? But in VF, ideally, you should not be watching what they do. You should be blocking it or getting hit by it or whatever, and then reacting to what they did, and then you know what they can do next, and then you make a guess based on that. You basically never are trying to like react to stuff that you see. Because, I mean, you can, but like only in specific situations and only like certain things. Because there's a 10-frame buffer window in this game, so everything that you do kind of needs to come out on frame 1. Otherwise, you can get beat out. Like, you could be +8 and you do your counter hit launch, but if you do it late, they can hit you with like something really big because you just did it late. So they're buffering you or not, it doesn't matter the frame advantage. Like, Street Fighter is way different, right? Because like Street Fighter, you need to be able to look at the screen and see what they do and kind of react to it right away. Like, you could see a jump and react to the jump, right? I guess in Virtua Fighter, that level of reaction is definitely something that you can do because that's pretty easy, right? But like, there are little things like when you see them like crouch and go for a low kick or whatever, that's like 3 frames or whatever. You're just supposed to like be able to see that or whatever. You don't have to do that in VF. Yeah, it's similar to Tekken in a lot of ways. The way that it's different is throws are a lot more powerful in VF than they are in Tekken. Because in Tekken, the way that you break standing guard seems to be, and again, I'm not a Tekken player, so I don't know for sure, but it seems to be from me watching and from talking to Tekken players, the way that you beat people stand guarding is you'll do low pokes, right? You'll like hit them low, and you constantly try to get them to duck so that your mids work, right? In VF, that's kind of not the case. Lows are good in VF, but they tend to not be as good as Tekken lows. Everybody has a universal low punch that's very strong and very good, but it doesn't lead to a lot of damage. It doesn't give you a lot of frame advantage either. So it's not amazing. It's kind of a weak option, but everybody has it, so you'll see it a lot. Other than that, throws are the way that you open people up that are stand guarded. Because in VF, there's a 3-way guess for throws. You either have a, was that 5 already? Jesus. All right. 5-3 or 5-4? Yeah, 5-3. Yeah, you have a 3-way guess system. There's a there's a regular throw, neutral throw, where you just hold P and G, and then you can break it. There's forward throw, forward P and G, and back throw, right? So it's pretty easy to throw break, but you have to know which one they're going to go. Depending on the character, you can guess a lot of times pretty reliably. Like for Akira, you know that it's usually going to be forward or back. And based on your screen positioning, sometimes you'll know like if they're really close to the edge, they're probably going to do back throw. You would rather break the back throw because you might get wrung out if you don't break the back throw, you know, stuff like that. So your knowledge gets tested on stuff like that, but it is more guess-based, like in every way. Is it me? Oh, I thought Haya was, okay. Is he around? Oh, okay. Never mind. I'll play now. All right, guys. I'm going to play. But when Haya comes back, it's his turn.